feel like you can, go in and fix it real quick or something like that. So you're getting into other people's business, and what you're doing is you're battling with it. You're going in, and a lot of conflicts are occurring because you're inserting yourself in there where really you don't belong. Boy, what an interesting interpretation. Okay. Aquarius, welcome to your eclipse release reading. So we're going to do a reading here in honor of the recent eclipse here, the lunar eclipse. It is closing out a cycle. It should last about 6 months or so. But the whole process started, October, November of last year. And this is the culmination of whatever effort you started back then. So, what is Aquarius releasing and letting go of? What are they releasing? What is Aquarius releasing, please? All right. What are you letting go of or need to? 5 of Wands. Conflict. Could be just abrasiveness too. Let's see what this is, because it really just depends here. What's stopping Aquarius from doing this? Knight of Swords. You know what this says to me is it says somebody who's getting into everybody else's business. It's a weird thing that came through. So it's like, this is like somebody who is getting into everybody else's business. And you feel like you're responsible to do so with this Knight of Swords. You feel like it's your job. You feel like you can, go in and fix it real quick or something like that. So you're getting into other people's business, and what you're doing is you're battling with it. You're going in, and a lot of conflicts are occurring because you're inserting yourself in there where really you don't belong. Boy, what an interesting interpretation. Okay. You're inserting yourself where you technically don't belong. So it's creating a lot of like conflict and issues with your life. And you're just like, why is this always happening? Because you're putting yourself into other people's situations. Show me what Aquarius needs to viscerally release. It's what you need to release for physical health. So there's some sort of belief that you have that is creating a physical reaction within you. It could be a tightening of the throat, the stomach, whatever. That kind of thing. What have we got? 9 of Wands. This is the Insanity card. This is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. And so there's this feeling, as soon as I saw it, there was this feeling associated with, oh, here we go again. And it's like you know it. It's like you see it. And it's because you put yourself into a situation with people. And you're like, it'll work this time, I promise. It will work this time. Yeah. So then it'll kind of go, forward a few steps. And then suddenly you're like, oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Because you can see it. How you're expecting a different result, but suddenly you get the same old stuff, same old issues. Okay, how do you release that? We have the 2 of Coins, 2 of Pentacles. What that's saying is to make the decision on whether to release one. Make the decision to release a certain path. When you see it coming, you have the choice at that point. Bail or keep going. And they're saying there's a choice for you to make at that point. Make a different choice, is what they're saying. Because you're making the choice to stay on with it or continue with it, and it gives you this terrible feeling inside. Okay, what does Aquarius need to see about releasing for the emotional health here? 8 of Swords, overthinking it. Overthinking things, really kind of ruminating on it. And a lot of that is just like thoughts that don't really need to be there. You know what I mean? They have no real purpose and usually are based in fear of some sort of fear. How does Aquarius let go of this? The World. Everything has its cycle. Everything does. And you need to respect the cycle. It starts and it ends. Relationships, jobs, friends, whatever. Everything starts and it ends. And in today's day and age, a lot of times, you know, they try to program us with the idea that relationships, good relationships, never end. Yes, they do. They do end. I mean, there comes a point where you're no longer growing with that person. And you guys, sure, everything's fine. You're not screaming at each other, but you're also not madly in love with each other either. It's time to move on. You're not growing anymore. That kind of thing. I'm not saying that that's this situation. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to just express is that, you know, people have such problems with endings and such problems with cycles. You may be that type where you're not allowing something to just end. And so you go in and you try to stave off the inevitable, right? You insert yourself into it and you're like, yeah, I think this might actually work. And then it goes down the drain anyways, because you're not allowing it to end. Not allowing something to end. Let it do its thing, you know? Everything has a cycle. What's the spiritual health for Aquarius? 7 of Cups. What to release for spiritual health? When you have the 7 of Cups coming up in what to release, is understanding that you may not know everything that's going on. You don't know everything. You're not seeing everything. 7 of Cups talks about a fogginess or lack of clarity. And you have to acknowledge that you have that in a lot of situations. You're lacking clarity. How do you release this? King of Cups. Loving yourself anyways. Loving yourself anyway. Understanding that, you know what, I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to know exactly everything that's going on. And having the love enough for yourself to be okay with not knowing everything. And being okay with letting the cycles end. Letting the battles go. Okay, what do you make room for? 2 of Wands. This is someone who make room for just looking outward. That's like a planning stage. Look outwards and do something else, you know? And it's like, decide what you want to do. This is all about like planning and deciding what to do next. And so make room for that instead of inserting yourself into whatever fights, conflicts, arguments, whatever, something. You're inserting yourself into something that creates that type of energy. Because you feel like it's your job too. Like it's your responsibility. But you have to just let it end. And so with letting something end, you're starting over with something else. What do I do next? That kind of thing. Being open to not knowing what to do next. And how do you do that? King of Pentacles. Knowing your self-worth. Knowing your self-worth. Knowing that you are worth it. And that you can. Wow. Knowing you're worth it and that you can move forward and away from whatever this is. Let me see this. I want to see this 5 of Wands. Tell me more about this. Because it seems very, vague. Which might be a good thing for YouTube. Show me this 5 of Wands. What is this? Show me 5 of Wands, please. This is 5 of Wands for Aquarius, please. What's this 5 of Wands? Whoa, nope. Sun, Moon, and Six of Cups. Okay. Sun, Moon, Six of Cups. Interesting. So we have the two luminaries here. Father, Sun, Mother, Moon, right? Father, Sun, Mother, Moon. And technically what references a child, you know, in here with the Six of Cups. It's like there's conflicts between the Father, Sun, and the Mother, Moon. That's what it's like. And the child is stepping in. So this could be like your parents that you're dealing with. Could be your parents you're dealing with. Hey guys, remember we're doing this? Because you feel like it's your responsibility, right? So it may have to do with parents. Maybe they fight with each other or something like that and you're concerned about it. You're like, maybe it'll work this time. They only settle down. Just love them as they are. They only settle down when you get involved. Seven of Cups again. Even though you don't know everything that's going on. Oh. And you worry about it. You worry about this situation. If this is you, that, you know, maybe it's for parents or someone who symbolizes parents for you, maybe you're the parent. I don't know. Doing this for my kids, that kind of thing. But it's something where like two people are struggling. You insert yourself into it. It kind of saves it a little bit, but at the same time, you've got Queen of Swords, like a disciplinarian kind of authority figure. You insert yourself into it with the hopes that it change things. It keeps happening. And if you look at this Two of Wands, you see he's looking both directions with the dual heads, right? Going separate ways. To me, it's making me think going separate ways. Your parents could be trying to split up with each other and you keep stepping in and trying to change their mind. And you're not just letting them end it. Because of your own ideas about it or something. It could be something like that too. That's why you feel responsible for it, because you're in there. You're in the family, you know. But recognizing that you don't know everything and that you love them anyways. You know, with King of Cups. You love them anyways. Everything will be fine and stable. It'll become far more stable if you let it go. And you won't have to keep dealing with this. Because you keep doing it and you keep expecting a different result. And nope, it doesn't stick because it's not supposed to. Alright, Aquarius, that's what I got for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. And I will see you next time.